what I did was I did my eyebrows off camera, and I also as well put concealer. What I used was the LA Girl Pro Conceal. It's the high definition concealer, and this is the yellow corrector palette that I'm going to be using. This is actually the Ecru Squad Palette from Detail Makeover. What I'll be focusing on is actually these colors right here. So what I'm going to do is actually take this bird blending brush. I use this, I mean, this is not the thing that I use all the time. I do. This is not like my go-to eyeshadow brush because I sometimes lose this, but I love it, and thanks Kate for giving it to me. It's actually the Bdellium Tools 785. Not sure if you guys can see that. And I think she got this in China, or I forget where she got it. So we're just going to take Thatch Brown and lay in our transition shade. Then taking the, unfortunately they don't have the numbers on them, but this is actually one of the tools that I normally use on a regular basis. In my previous video on my go-to makeup tools, and I'll link that card somewhere here so you guys can have a look at it and where I got it from. So I'll be taking Pecan and mixing it in with Buff and tapping off the excess.
Again, going into colors there, again, and building up.
Then what I'm going to do is take Buff only on a different cleaner brush. It'll actually pack more pigment on this. Again, it's still in the previous my go-to tools, and just using that particular color and then just going in. What I'm going to use is actually the e.l.f. brush. Yeah, it's the e.l.f. Professional Eyeshadow Brush. Unfortunately, it's bad. I'm gonna take Anderon. I think that's how you pronounce it, but it's a pretty cool matte black. Taking one of the brushes that you used, and just
Now, I don't want to take the black all the way up here, I just want to keep it focused there, so you get that kind of gradient effect. And what I'm doing is actually just popping some of the buff back into
on the brush itself, and then just tapping off the excess and then still blending it through.
Because again, you don't want any harsh lines, unless that's your dig, that's something you want. That's something I don't want right now, so.
Then doing the second brush that I use, again, sorry, they don't have numbers, and then going back into Pecan, tapping off the
And then running the top through. And then just focusing on the brow bone. Adding more. And then the other side.
What I'm going to take is the CoverGirl 3 Tiny Liquid Liner. CoverGirl. So it's just a liquid liner. If I can get this on camera because I'm horrible at this. Maybelline's Lash Sensational Waterproof Mascara. And I super love this stuff too. Then what I'm going to do is actually take this eye cream. It's from the Odbo, and it's Korean made, and I like it because again it really just hydrates under my eye.
And you know, putting on concealer under your eye and then putting foundation or foundation and concealer under it. It's a lot of product, so this actually helps, you know, keep everything cool.
What I'm going to do is actually take the Detail Makeover Illuminating Primer Oil, and I love this stuff and it smells so good.
Do it so, you know, for those of you guys that aren't oily, you can combat that and to make sure that none of your foundation doesn't move around or things like that. Okay, so just rubbing it in.
But I'm going to be using, I'm going to have to combine you know, some of my foundation. So I'm actually taking the Superstay 24-Hour Full Coverage Foundation by Maybelline, and I'm actually normally 220 Natural Beige. I went to the beach, I got a little bit darker, so I actually will take this, and also as well the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. This is actually in, it's Deep Sable. So I'm just going to take it the back of my hand. Okay, so taking the, again, Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer in Yellow Corrector. Now I'm just using this as a highlighter.
Because I have noticed recently that since I shifted to the night shift, my eyes have been, I don't know, under my eyes have not been the healthiest, or maybe it's just because, well, I know it's because I'm not getting enough sleep. I don't know, it's just taking a while for my body to adjust to it, the shifting, and yeah, so.
Then what I'm going to do is actually take the same concealer and I love this product because again it works really well as a contour stick, which it's what it is. It's actually the Caroline contour stick.
So we're just going to contour my forehead, massage.
What I'm using as a setting powder, it's actually just in this container. It's actually it's the product that's in here is air spun.
Right here. So you see that definition between the contour.
I'll take the Real Techniques, the domed shadow brush, and I actually use this to contour my nose. And I'm actually just going to take Thatch.
And put some of that on again, bringing back the dimension back into your face.
So what I'm going to do now is actually brush off the excess powder with this kind of kabuki brush. It doesn't have a brand.
So just remove all that stuff.
So what I'm going to do is actually take this angled, it's not dirty, I promise, it just got stained a little bit. So I'm going to actually take this angled blush brush. This is actually gifted to me from Margot, and it's Spectrum, and I think she may have gotten this from my Ella the 30th, but it's like one of those dolls that actually has like a, this is shaped, the casing was shaped as a shell. So yeah, I'm going to do is actually take a different palette so that I don't waste all the Thatch Brown. It's actually the Revolution palette. It is, you know, the dupe for Kat Von D's Shade and Light, a contour palette. And so it's Ultra Eye Contour Light and Shade. I use some of this for contouring too. Yay. Okay, so I'm going to be mixing this particular color in the middle and then this one. I'm not going to use too much of this because it is very light, not the, of course, not the black one, but the one right next to it because it has a more deeper taupey feel. And
yeah, there we go. Again, top off any excess, and then, yeah, top off excess, and then do the down thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna look here.
what I'm going to use is the PeriPera lip and cheek tint, and this is actually the Sugar Glow one. Yeah, it's just my own light. So I'm just going to take this.
Dab it in like that. And then take my beauty blender, and then just work it in. Yeah, it's working. So it's up to you how much you want to use. I like a little bit of rosy cheek. And then I actually put some
Master Chrome by Face Studio Maybelline metallic highlighter in 050 Molten Rose Gold or Rose Fondu, and just taking the contour brush contour brush by Real Techniques. To take the e.l.f. brush from earlier and going into Pecan and Buff. I know that there's black in there, which is fine. And then just doing my waterline.
I'm taking the black as well at the tip.
Take mascara.
And do my bottom lash line.
Then taking J. Cat's Eternal Shine Lip Glaze in Persian Gold. I hope you liked this video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Also, as well, make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram at LayMichelleC. Catch you guys.